Well, for some, this stretch of sunny weather means it's time to dust off that camping gear and head out to one of BC's beautiful campgrounds. It is a way to spend quality time outside and take a break from work or school without having to board a flight. But in most cases, it also forces you to cook outside, use an outhouse, or perhaps the forest floor. And it can leave you dirty, dusty, itchy, and more. Here to counter all that is Brent Hillier, an outdoor education educator with the Canada West Mountain School. Thank you so much for being here today. I look forward to hearing what you've got to tell us. So, Brent, if camping is so hard, why do we do it?
I think those of us that do camp, I think we struggle to answer that question sometimes. Mm-hmm. But there's just something about that simplicity of just getting outside and just living a simple life for a few days.
You brought it back to the basics there, and I'm wondering if that's part of it. You know, it forces you to simplify from unplugging to cooking outside. Is that something we're missing in our regular lives, and that's what makes it so appealing?
Yeah, when I first started kind of working as an outdoor educator, I did it because I just really enjoy it, and I think it's important, especially with youth, to get kids outside. Mm-hmm. And now I think it's becoming more of a critical thing that we get our kids outside, and then we get just people in general outside. I think we're so consumed with technology, and that's not necessarily always a bad thing, but it's good to have those breaks from it.
And to almost reset, right? Like you have that break from your phones and your screens and all of those things, and you just feel, it seems afterwards, just more level-headed, I guess. Maybe that helps do that.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we've as humans, we've lived for a very long time without screens, and so it's good to go back to that every once in a while.
Yeah, no doubt. So talk a little bit more about part of the appeal. I mean, we talk about getting to go home. For some, is that make it even better when you're wrapped up and you have all those amenities back at your own place? Yeah,
there's definitely some of that. I've had some trips where it's like, okay, I'm happy this one's over and I'm happy to get back. But, after a little while, you start to kind of think like, that one part was really fun, and you start to forget about the bad stuff, and you just want to go back out and do it again.
Yeah, it is addicting, that's for sure. What small comforts do you bring, if any? I know there's a wide range from basically being, the mountain man to glamping. Maybe there's a happy medium?
Yeah, it all depends on the type of camping that I'm doing. I'll do everything from car camping to kind of remote wilderness backpacking, and I always like to have a few little comfort items there, whether that's a packable lawn chair or a little game to play or whatever it is, just something that is like a little bit of a treat to have out there. I think that's important.
Maybe you can help convince me. Next week, I'm taking a road trip with my husband and toddler to Alberta. It's a 14-hour drive. We're breaking up the trip halfway, spending the night. I booked a hotel in case, but we're also hoping maybe to find one of those last-minute walk-in campsites. I mean, is that even worth it when you've got a 2-year-old? It's for one night. Like, how do you make that case?
Yeah, camping with kids definitely has its challenges, but when you give them that space to kind of be able to play and have fun and get dirty, which can be challenging as a parent to manage, I find it to be really rewarding.
Absolutely.
That's what I love is getting my son out there and just exploring.
And how many kids do you have?
I've just got a spot here? Yeah, I've got a 7-year-old, and he's my main camping buddy right now.
So he's into it. Did you have to really coax him and encourage him to get into it, or did he just love it?
No, but I think he doesn't really know a difference. I think we've just been a camping family, and that's just a part of it. We also live in a small condo, so it's kind of our backyard is when we go camping a little bit. We get, in some respects, more space when we go camping.
Absolutely, us too. We almost live outside because we live in a small space. So, all right, we'll have to pack up all our gear. And is there any tips on that, by the way, getting everything ready to make it a little less painless? Yeah,
there's definitely, having a checklist and making sure you've got everything that you need out there. And I think the big one, especially with kids, is just kind of letting go of them being clean. They're going to get dirty, and that's just part of it.
Just accept it. Lean into it. Okay, well, thank you so much. We appreciate you being here today. That's Brent Hillier joining us.